everybody to be able to have a lunch break.
Okay.
All right, court is calling 2022 CR 8673, State of Texas versus Mariah Lopez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
For the state.
Defense.
Anthony Cantrell for the defense.
Are you Miss Lopez? Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Lopez, I'm showing you what's entitled application for community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it? You need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
Next, I'm showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Your Honor, we are proceeding on count three, Your Honor.
Any objection to the waiver of the other counts?
No, Your Honor.
And for the record, that's a waiver of count 1 and count 2. All right, Ms. Lopez, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand in count 3, you're being charged with injury to the elderly as a 3rd-degree felony? The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? So that to the state. Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Lopez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea bargain agreement, state is proceeding on count 3. Punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. The state recommends community supervision. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent? Did you understand that to be the entirety of your agreement? State?
Your Honor, state 6-2, admit states.
No. Is that your agreement?
I'm sorry, yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel of any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement, state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There be a top evaluation, no contact with Consuelo Franco and the BIPP program. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes.
Then to the offense is charged in count 3. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
Your Honor, state seeks to admit states exhibit 1 and all its attachments.
No objections.
All right, state, if you have no witnesses, you can be excused to continue to confer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Lopez, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, why should I accept this plea?
Your Honor, my client's very remorseful for her actions. She regrets it. She's been incarcerated for at least 4 or 5 months now. She's had a lot of. She says almost a year, so.
All right, and
And this was out of character for her. She regrets it. And so we'd ask the court to go forward with the plea agreement, because I think also probation can give her other help that she might need.
so what, is there some mental health issues here?
I don't think there's.
Your Honor,
com-
if I could, the victim. did
If you
express-
announce,
This is Brittany Mitchell for the state.
yes,
The victim did indicate to our office that she has schizophrenia.
oh, well, okay, that explains some things, because I was not intending to follow this. All right, so, do you have any children? So you're not gonna be able to live at this residence or have contact with Consuelo Franco, so where would she be staying?
Well, I was gonna ask the court to, she probably won't be staying there, but she does want to have no harmful or injurious contact with her grandmother.
No, that's not gonna happen.
With the mother?
Does the mother want her living with her?
I don't know that answer.
All right, because sometimes people just throw out names that they assume that people want them living with her and they don't. All right, this is what the court is gonna do. Court is gonna sentence you to 5 years in prison, suspended and probated for 6 years. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, the BIPP course. There's to be no contact with Consuelo Franco. I want a MIC evaluation. How long will that take probation?
In custody, Your Honor?
Yes.
3 to 4 weeks.
All right, so there's gonna be MIC evaluation while in custody. Are you on any type of medications now?
Yes, just like, thyroid medication?
All right. So,
No.
No, not really.
all right, I want a mental health evaluation while in custody. There is going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. If Mick says she doesn't qualify, I'm gonna run a referral to Center for Healthcare Services. I'm gonna want field visits 2 times per month, and that's until the mental health issues are addressed. There's to be regular UAs, proof of employment, or SSI within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no contact with minors or the elderly. Now probation, if she's working at McDonald's or somewhere, then that contact is okay. But outside of work, there's to be no contact with elderly or minors or vulnerable people. $150 hours of community service restitution. Probation, is there anything else she needs? If it's determined that she's going to be on the MIC caseload, or either if Center for Healthcare Services provider with the case manager, then those hours can be waived. Is there anything else, probation? Is there anything else you need from the court? Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes.
And probation, also, if we can do a TAP evaluation in custody. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Let's get the facts straight. She loves a verbal ashtray. Never blowing smoke when she gets pissed. She's quick to castrate. Love her on a good day, love her on a bad day. Either way,